Now we're going to basically have them start over. Once again, I want to reiterate the fact that watching them do their warm-up sets the way they normally do is extremely important, because that's where you're going to find the main issue. You can't just throw somebody on the bench and say start benching. I've done it before. I've done it both ways. I've done it before where I'm trying to show 30 people how to bench, and that's really the only way you can get it done. The form and it doesn't stick, because it's easy to get somebody to bench the bar or 135 or 95 pounds right. It's a whole different thing when they leave and have to do it on their own, and their problems you didn't even see. So go ahead, and now we're going to start working on the technique. When he's using the bar, because the bar is light and I'm working on body position, I'm going to brace the bar down. I need you to get tight on your upper back. Grip out. Let's put your, I'm not going to go real wide because he's super close. Up high in the traps. When you bench, you should be extremely uncomfortable. Tight shoulder blades, pull out, squeeze the bar. Now go. Press. Try to push in a straight line as you go up. I don't want you flaring or doing anything right now. Now if you look at it, keep going. I want you to 5. If you look at his elbow position now, his elbows are just barely getting to the top of the pad, which is perfect. Where he was before, his elbows were a couple inches under the pad. Okay, racket, I'll show you. Go ahead and let your back drop like it normally was. Grab with your old grip. Take the bar out, take it down to your chest and pause. Now if you see, his elbow is easily 4 inches lower. Go back up again. So when I'm talking racket, when I'm talking about the shoulder rotation, you can see how far it increased. You can also see how much the bar, how much more the bar has to travel, and how hard and why most people will miss in the bottom part of their bench if they're raw and close grip. It's because of that reason. You're trying to go from, actually you're trying to bench from a deficit, the same way as if you were trying to deadlift standing on blocks. So we'll rest for a minute. I'm going to have him do another set here, but what I noticed in the last set, go ahead, wait a second. His body's tight, he's doing good with that. He's not squeezing the bar hard enough, and you can see because the veins will actually come out of your hands. You know, when you squeeze first, you can see the veins pop out of your hands and it kind of goes away because you're releasing a little bit. He's also not pulling the bar apart. So we're going to take a micro mini band, put that between your wrists. If it's too tight, let me know. Now grab the bar. Does it feel really easy? Do you have to pull your hands apart?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, get your body position. Shoulders tight, legs tight, pull the bar out. Okay. All this is a teaching aid. Just go ahead and do another warm-up set. Try to push in a straight line. What this is causing him to do is he has to now focus on trying to pull the bar apart, and he has to squeeze the bar. A tighter band obviously would throw his wrists in. I went with the micro mini band because he said he has some shoulder problems, and I don't want something too tight. I just want something that's going to reinforce pulling the bar apart. So after you do that, you should pretty much know in his mind what I mean by pulling the bar apart. So we'll jump to a quarter, the 95 pound. Rest. And we'll go ahead and do another set at 95 pounds. This will have to get a little bit tighter with. Remember the grip? You want to squeeze the bar. The mental process before benching should be back tight, legs tight, squeeze as hard as you can, and then pull out with the lats. Pull out, good. Down, and then straight up, good. Good, don't worry about what I'm doing, good. Good. Okay, hold it at the top for a second. Now, I'm going to try to push your knees in again. I don't want you to let me do that. Get your body tight. Tighter. Now bench. Stay in that tight position. Bench. Bench. Good, rack. Huge difference. All right, the first few reps, what you were seeing is the bar with his pecs would flex, and you'd see your pecs actually roll up as you pressed out, because the leg drive from the floor wasn't transferring through to the bar because the legs were loose. It looked tight, you know, to the eye, but as soon as I went and kneed in on it, you saw how it collapsed in. It didn't collapse in bad. I've seen it collapse in so bad that people almost fall off the bench. But as soon as we tightened that up, then each rep you saw after that looked like his whole entire body was pressing through the bar, which is what we're looking for. So as each set goes on, I'm going to be looking for another thing to kind of build on the last, and hopefully he'll continue doing the right things so we don't have to go back and do it again. So real quick, just do another triple here. Remember, shoulder blades, up tight, tight, back tight, there. Good. Now we'll go to 135.